From yesterday only, you can see that there's an uproar in the parliament. So many political leaders are debating on crucial issues, especially the issues related to motion of thanks, that they are discussing the NEET scam, they are also discussing the unemployment educational scam, and also the most important, which is the NFS and caste census of this country. In this scenario, it made a crucial question among us that what is a motion of thanks and why it is a matter of debate among politicians. Hello and welcome to the new series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about motion of thanks in the parliament, and this session is important for your GS2 perspective. So moving towards the points of discussion part. First of all, we are going to discuss the news, then we are going to discuss motion of thanks. We'll have a brief idea about the motion of thanks, and also we are going to discuss discussion on address by the motion of thanks, significance of motion of thanks. After that, we are going to discuss practice question for prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to the Drishti IAS channel. Moving towards the news part. So you already know that after the general election, there is a joint sitting in the parliament, and in that joint sitting, President Draupadi Murmu had presented her address and she addressed to the parliament. So that particular thing is called motion of thanks, and that is a matter of debate among politicians, especially the members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, that why the opposition thinks that there are some issues which should be discussed and why it should not be passed, and why they disagree with the some of the statements which has been addressed in the motion of thanks. On the other hand, ruling political party says that the motion of thanks describe the blueprint and also the outlook of the current government. So it's very important that it get passed, and so that we can smoothen the process of administration in this country. So this is the news we are going to discuss in today's session. So on the motion of thanks, so many political leaders are debating, and yesterday you can see that Rahul Gandhi had raised so many issues like Agniveer, NEET scam, the issues related to religion, communalism. On the other hand, what we have seen that so many political leaders from the ruling political party had also raised questions on the leader of opposition, that why he is conveying such things in a dramatic manner and why he is attacking on Hindus. So these are the matters of debate. So what all these things tell us? So we have to here derive that what is the significance of this debate. So this is the debate related to the motion of thanks, and it's very important to have a debate on motion of thanks so that we'll get an idea about both the perspective, that what opposition thinks about that and what are the gray areas in it. And also the ruling political party will tell that what are the benefits and what it represents. So that's why it's very important to have a debate and discussion on the motion of thanks. Now we come to the next part, that what is the motion of thanks. So motion of thanks is what President Draupadi Murmu has presented on the joint sitting day. So it is what you can say a form of gratitude and a form of appreciation by the member of parliament towards the president. So this is called as a motion of thanks. And what Article 87 says here? So Article 87 has this provision that special address by the president, and it also provides that the commencement of the first session, we already had discussed when we had done the session on the President Draupadi Murmu and her special address. So Article 18.7 talks about that there should be a joint sitting by both the houses and there should be a special session. And why it is called a special session? Because it does not happen daily. So it happens once in a year. So after a fresh year of any session, the president will address both the houses of the nation, and also after every general election, especially this Lok Sabha election. So Lok Sabha is also known as a general election. So after every general election, there will be the joint sitting by the both the houses of parliament, and that joint sitting will be addressed by the president of this country, and this thing has been written in Article 87 of the Indian Constitution. So that's why it is also called as a annual features, because it happens once in a year, and also the special address happen after 5 years, usually after 5 years in a year, and no other business is transacted. The president address both houses of the parliament assembled together. So till the time there can be no other functioning. So it's very important to have a special session and joint session by the president of this country. Now we come to the another one, which is about the content of the president's address. So it's very important because so many people have raised the question that the president language is the government's language, the president language is the Modi government's language. So it's very important to know about that, what is the content of that address. And this time also we have seen that President of India had highlighted the voting patterns in Jammu and Kashmir, and also various good initiatives by Government of India, and how the economy has recovered, especially after the pandemics. So the president address was about the government features, government policies, and how beautifully the government has able to achieve its target, and how much it should have a idea and overview about our own policies. Also, the president of India had also highlighted the issues that every candidate and of this country needs a free and fair examination. So indirectly, she has also highlighted about the NEET examination and UGC NET cancellation. So we have this president address is the statement of the policy of the government, and as such is drafted by the government. So this clarity you should have. And also what it reviews, so it reviews that what government has done in the past 5 years or 10 years, and what is the significance of all those policies, and what would be the outlook and what would be the blueprint for the future, that how we are going to govern this country, what are the gray areas we have which needs to be worked on. So these are the content of the president's address. So now we come to the another one, which is about the discussion on the address by the motion of thanks. So the address of the president is corresponds with the speech from the throne in Britain, and that's why it is known as the motion of thanks. And after that, there is a debates and discussion in the parliament related to the motion of thanks, and usually opposition leaders raise questions that these are the area you have not incorporated in the motion of the thanks, and President of India had not addressed these areas, and these area must be addressed. On the other hand, current ruling political party says that we have done this thing and we have this kind of achievement, and in this way we are governing this country in a nice manner. So this is the debate, and I already have told you that it's very important to have discussion on the motion of thanks, and usually the debate 3 days are allotted for the debates and discussion for the motion of thanks. And if any amendments are put forward, so that will be accepted and the motion of thanks will be passed in the parliament. So this is thing. Now we come to the significance of motion of thanks. So why motion of thanks is very important to have a discussion, I already have told you, because it tells the both the perspective. So we need to have a discussion on motion of thanks. Also, it also shows the confidence of any particular government. It means that motion of thanks must be passed in a house, and if it's not passed, then it lacks the majority and it lacks the confidence of the house. So that's why in order to show the confidence of the house, it's very important to have motion of thanks. So this is the biggest significance we have when we talk about the motion of thanks. So it amounts to the defeat of the government, and it must be passed in the house. So that's why it's very important to have a motion of thanks, and it must be passed in the house. Now we come to the question part. So the question has been already asked in UPSC examination. So this is very important to have a revision of previous year questions. The Parliament of India exercises control over the function of Council of Ministers through. So here we have adjournment motion, question are, supplementary questions are, and here we have option 1 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. So you have to answer this into the comment section. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to the session, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.